doing? It's your girl Tasha coming to you guys with another recap for the hit competition show BET's Sunday Best. Now let's get into it real quick. I'm gonna try not to hold you guys long. They did a surprise. They gave us 2 new episodes. I was only prepared for one, thinking it was only going to be one, but let's get into it. They split it in half. The first top 10 went, then the second top 10 went, and then at the end of the second episode tonight, they did go ahead and make the cut, so now we are down to our top 10. But let's get into some of these performances. There were definitely some really good ones, and I would say some mediocre. There was really no bad performances. In my opinion, just mediocre or extremely good. You fell into one of those categories. Alright, so the first episode opened up with a great tribute to Kirk Franklin. It is about to be 20 years since he's been in the game. So first coming out, they had Salt from Salt and Pepper. She came out and did her verse from Kirk Franklin's Stomp. They did open up with the top 20, kind of giving us a little bit of choreography to the New Nation Revolution. That was a little awkward. I mean, it's just, they tried it with that. That was not working for me, but they did all right. It really wasn't about the top 20. It was more so about Salt. And then after that, they brought back original family member who started off with Kirk Franklin, Tamala Man. She came out, did her verse from Now Behold the Lamb, and then they brought it current with Molly Music performing his verse off of the song that he did off of Kirk Franklin's Hello Fear album called Give Me. So definitely that was a great tribute. I actually wanted more because I like Kirk Franklin and I like his music, so I just wanted to see them do a little bit more. But I enjoyed what they gave to us. And if Molly Music doesn't hurry up and come out with his album, there's going to be trouble and repercussions. I'm just saying. Alright, so let's get into this competition. Our first top 10. Alright, first up was Denitra Moore. She did Sounds of Blackness, I believe, and she just was perfect. I mean, there was nothing wrong with that. After that, Ashford Sanders came. He did Kirk Franklin's Something About the Name of Jesus. That was amazing. Okay, but Ashford, the way he was grinding on the microphone stand, I'm gonna need you not to do that, okay? You could be sexy and sanctified at the same time, but that was just a bit much, sir. Calm it down, take it way back, alright? But his voice, his tone, it was so amazing. I really thought that he was gonna come out trying to sound like Lance Allen on the CD, but he put his own spin to it. It was clear. I loved his dictation. That was an amazing performance. That was really good, Ashford. Jessica Dudley came out. She came out and she sings commissions. I'm Going On. Totally fooling everybody, and this is where I want to give shout out and props to whoever was not the stylist, whoever was doing the makeup and hair. Those 2 people, or if it's the same person, BET Sunday Best, y'all need to keep them on the payroll because they was working tonight. Jessica's face was beat. They had her hair did up real nice. The only thing I didn't like was her outfit. Now the color blue was nice on her, and her shoes were dope, but the whole shirt and the dress, that ain't Jessica. I don't know if she picked that out or if they was trying to say something. We insinuated some things with her audition from last week, but she came out on the flip side of it, and it was just weird. But her performance was pretty good. She was nervous, so she didn't do as good as she did in her audition. They kind of gave her some pointers, but this is when the show is getting really, really tough. It's going to be cutthroat this season, but I would say the first 3 performances were really dope. Things kind of took a turn here. Next came up was Candace Pennington. Candace Pennington came out with Forever Jones, He Wants It All, talking about she's not your typical gospel singer. You know, she does things differently. Okay, we get that, you know what I'm saying? But there's still something about Candace that Candace ain't fully letting out. I don't know if maybe Candace has tried to be out there getting record deals on her own, maybe in, you know, mainstream music, R&B or something like that, and now maybe she's a little upset that she has to do gospel now. I don't know, or maybe she truly has been doing gospel. I don't know, but there's something that's disconnecting with Candace, her artistry, and then she's trying to sell that to us. So, you know, with her performance, she sounded nice. You know, you want to like her. She's pretty. She's, you know, sounds really good. She can sing, but there was just something disconnecting. And Donnie McClurkin, or I think it was him, or whoever said it, hit it on the head. She was just lifeless. I mean, she just kind of came out there and sang her song. And it was kind of the same way with her audition. I don't know. I was hoping for the best, but it didn't work out. After that was Jamarian Moore. He came out with Byron Cage, Presence of the Lord. I thought thought that he did pretty good. It was very powerful, but I think it was too powerful. So, yeah, kind of like with his audition, he kind of went there with it. Reminds me of my buddy Roosevelt Griffin. Roosevelt can sing. Sometimes they can give it to you really hard. That's what it kind of reminded me of. After that was Lois Black. I'm not going to call her mother either. But Lois Black came out. She did Please Be Patient With Me. I was like, you better do your thing. Her makeover was nice. I liked her outfit, hair, makeup, faces, beat, everything. She looked really, really nice. And I kind of enjoyed her performance. It was okay. Nothing spectacular. But, you know, she's 76. Yeah, so she's 76. Alright, so next up after that we have Brian Luther. Brian Luther came with, what did he sing? Oh, A Move of God Is on the Way by Norman Hutchins. It was nice. It wasn't, you know, too extravagant, but it was just simple. It was clean. It was really sang well and straight to the point. So I like that. And I'm looking for more from Brian. Now, right back after him came Sarah Escamilla. She did El Shaddai. And I'm putting her and Brian in the same category. I think the right song at the right time is really going to propel them on this show, so I'm waiting for it. I don't want to see them leave the show just yet because there's something else that they have to do. And next up was Brian Clary. Brian Clary came out with How Great Is Our God. He did pretty good. I liked it. I like how he kind of stays in the pocket, but then he kind of sways left and right, but he always brings it back right on track. So that's what I like about Brian. He did pretty good with that one. Girl, next up came Alexis Spite. And Alexis did Nobody But Jesus by Vanessa Bell Armstrong, and she tore the house down. This episode started off really, really good with the first 3 performances. Then it kind of got in the middle. But by the time that we got to Sarah, she kind of brought the energy up a little bit. But then Alexis came and closed out. They went to church, honey. And this is what I love about Sunday Best. There is no show out there like that. You cannot get the glory of God on there like you can on American Idol. You don't get that on The Voice. You don't get it on X Factor, duets, the sing off, whatever else there is. Only Sunday Best has music that will really actually give you life. And when these people perform, it's not just a performance, they're ministering. There's a story behind it, and I loved everything about Alexis. Her makeover was very nice. She just sings. She reminds me of Anita Wilson. She reminds me of Shayna Wilson, Brittany Wright. I want all of them to get on the song together and just tear it up. That's what I'm looking to hear. Let's get into episode 2 real quick. Starting off, we have Antoine Overby. He came out singing one of my personal favorite songs and theme songs, My Name is Victory by Jonathan Nelson Jonathan Nelson and Purpose. I love that song. He did alright with it. It was kind of cool. I was just grooving to it. You know, I think I just kind of liked it because it's really one of my favorite songs. So anyway, Kizzy Walker came out next, and girl, she took us to church with Kurt Franklin Silver and Gold, and I just loved it. I loved Kizzy's audition. Her makeup was dope. I love the hair, love the outfit. She was kind of giving me a little bit of Shirley Caesar swag on it, so I really liked that. She did her thing. I love that she was singing, and the background singers is really good to see. Isaac Kareem. I gotta figure out who the other background singers are. I think there are some returning from last season as well. They did their thing. Oh, I wish we had like a minute. I needed a full minute of just the background doing what they need to do with this song, because they were about to go in. Y'all should have heard it. Alright, next up, I missed these next 2 performances, just running around the house doing things. But Jackie Calhoun came out singing I Go to the Rock. I really wish I could have seen her performance because she was one of my favorites from the audition episode. She reminds me of Mama Sue, so I'm going to have to catch the rerun, and then we'll just talk about it in the comments how I feel about her performance, as well as Jeremy Hill, who did He's Able by Kurt Franklin. I heard that he did really, really good. That's one of my favorite Kurt Franklin songs, so I'm definitely going to be catching that one on rerun. Alright, so next I did catch up Susan Hedgepeth. She's from Charlotte, just like me, you know what I'm saying? And she came out, she did Stevie Wonder's, I think it's called, Jesus Children of America. Now, she jazzed it up, you know what I'm saying? She did her thing. We all know how Stevie is, you know what I'm saying? You can't just come out thinking you're going to do a Stevie song and everybody going to vibe with you. You better make sure you can sing. Susan can sing, but I don't know what happened. She was lifeless like Candace to me, and I was really rooting for her, not only because she's from North Carolina, but just, she can sing. I know she can. I know she can. She knows she can, you know, but it's just something happens to these people. It's kind of the same way with her audition. Now, in her packaging, she did explain that she was sleep deprived. That's why her audition kind of went the way that it was. But, you know, with the favor of God, she still got through. Girl, was you still sleepy when you got to the Sunday Best stage? Because I don't know what happened. She tried it. I will say that. She tried it, but it just didn't come through. Keith Ball came out next. He was smooth. His suit jacket was a little too big in my opinion. But he came out and he did Magnify Him by Byron Cage. I liked it. He's just got a smooth tone. I'm happy that he's finally on the show, hoping that he goes far. Michael Lampkin came out next. That is Amber Bullock's, who won last season of Sunday Best. That is her pastor, and when he came out singing I Can't Tell It All by Derek Coley and took us to church like a good old pastor should. I mean, they even had to go to a commercial break afterwards because people were getting their shout on, getting their praise on. He was getting his shout and praise on. That dude just sings. When you got a person who pastors and can sing, you know, like a Paul Morton, like they were talking, like Bishop Paul Morton, amazing things. Marvin Sapp, amazing things. I love pastors who sing and who preach because when they combine the two, it is just amazing. I love that. After that was Kimberly Maxwell. She did Hold On to God's Unchanging Hand. I liked it. Now, with her makeover, her face was beat, honey, too. And I loved her hair, and I liked the top half of her dress. That bottom half, people were saying it looked like she was going to the prom or to the ball. I don't know. To me, it was just a hot mess. I didn't like that bottom part. And it would look like it was two different dresses meshed together. The top part kind of gave you this, like, Asian feel with the way the collar and everything was. It was really pretty, but that bottom part, girl, bye. And her hair was on point though, and makeup, like I'm saying, whoever did hair, whoever did makeup, kudos to you. You staying on payroll. We gonna have to talk to the stylist, okay? We just gonna have to talk and see what's going on. But she did nice. I like Kimberly. She was one of my favorites. Joshua Rogers, this is a young boy who wants to be on Celebration the Gospel. He wants to be at BMI. You know, he wants the glitz and the glamour that he feels come with being a gospel artist. And I hurt for him sometimes because I'm just like, it's not really all that, you know. If you're really, really big, like if you own the level of Yolanda, Donnie, CC, Kirk and them, it's there for you. But I just kind of feel that I hope he doesn't focus too much on that just in case something happens and he doesn't make it, because it's gonna crush his spirit. I can see it all. I see it right now. But he came out, he did Brand New Day by Jonathan Butler, and it was amazing. This kid, he's, what is he, 18, 19 years old, I think, and he just did an amazing job. Started off really smooth in his element, but as the song continued, he got more and more into it, and that boy was just churchified. He just giving us the squalls and everything. I loved it. He sounded great. Joshua is a contender to win Sunday Best Season 5, in my opinion. Yes, I said it. So with that, that's the second episode. Now it's time to cut everything in half. So here is our top 10. We have Denitra Moore, Alexis Spite, Jeremy Hill, Joshua Rogers, Keith Ball, Kizzy Walker, Michael Lampkin, Ashford Sanders, Brian Luther, and Sarah S. Camila. My top 10 as well. I would take out Keith Ball. He didn't really impress me that much. And I would put back in Jessica Dudley. I just think she needed another chance. Her audition was so moving, so powerful, so genuine. She was just nervous. I'm going to say she was just nervous when she got on the stage. But with the caliber of talent that BET has found this season, you got to bring your A game that first episode. So for all of you who are going to audition for season 6, remember, bring your A game at the audition and keep it going. Don't think you can slack off and, oh, well, they love my audition so I can just kind of take it easy. No, they are out here. It's a singing competition, it's television, it's business, it's music, it's ministry, it's everything wrapped into one. But you got to bring your A game in all levels of it, okay? So that is it right now. I'm going to go ahead and close out this review. I want you guys to let me know, who are you feeling? Who are your top 3 that you are feeling as the top 10? Right now, my top 3 are Denitra Moore, Alexis Spite, and Joshua Rogers. I think definitely with there only being 4 ladies in the top 10, we really can see a guy coming in winning, but they're going to have to do some work, because right now, Alexis is looking like the winner, all right? Joshua came in and he did his thing, but I still think that because of the maturity, and just being older than Joshua, I think even though Alexis is only 18, there's something about this maturity that she has that I don't think Joshua has yet. So she possibly could be the one to take this season, all right? You guys let me know how you're feeling down below. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like this video and subscribe up top if this is your first time watching. I want you to share this video on Facebook. Share it on Twitter with your family and friends. Come back next week. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter so we can chit chat about Sunday's best. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place. Tasha TV. We in here. I love you. God loves you. And Jesus can save. Bye.